Imagine owning 100 tiny stores that never close. No cashiers, no leases for full retail spaces, no employees standing behind a counter. Just rows of machines quietly selling drinks, snacks, headphones, protein bars, phone chargers, and whatever else people are willing to buy when convenience matters more than price. That is the vending machine dream. Buy one machine, place it in a busy building, fill it once or twice a week, and collect money while you sleep. Then buy another. Then 10 more. Before long, social media tells you you have a passive income empire. The industry is real. It is large. And there is absolutely money in it. A recent industry census estimated that the United States had just under 3 million traditional vending machines in operation, generating more than $18 billion in annual vending revenue. But there is a problem hidden inside that impressive number. The average purchase is tiny. In 2025, the average vending transaction was only about $2. So the question is not whether a vending machine can make sales. It can. The real question is whether you can build enough profitable locations, close enough together, with the right products, low enough costs, and reliable enough machines to turn thousands of $2 transactions into a business that is actually worth owning. Because one vending machine is not really a business. It is one small retail location. And 100 vending machines are not passive income. They are 100 small retail locations, scattered across a city, all demanding inventory, maintenance, pricing decisions, customer service, accounting, and attention. Start with the machine itself. A commercial snack and drink machine is not a metal box with a coin slot. It is a refrigerated retail system with motors, sensors, payment hardware, inventory channels, software, locks, and enough weight that moving it usually requires professional equipment. A new machine can cost several $1,000s before freight, installation, a cashless reader, and the first load of inventory. Used machines cost less, but they also come with a history you may not know. A cheap machine with a failing compressor, outdated payment hardware, or unavailable replacement parts can become the most expensive machine you own. Now imagine you spend $6,000 getting a machine purchased, delivered, equipped, and stocked. That machine sells $500 a month. That brings us to the hidden economic engine of a vending company. Route density. Imagine you own 20 machines across a city. On paper, that sounds like a serious operation. But suppose every machine is 30 minutes from the next one. Your driver spends most of the day in traffic. Fuel rises. Labor rises. Fewer machines get serviced. Emergency calls become expensive. A route that looks profitable, machine by machine, can lose money once travel time is included. Now imagine the same 20 machines placed inside 4 nearby buildings. The operator parks once, moves inventory with a cart, services 5 machines, and drives a short distance to the next stop. Same number of machines. Similar sales. Completely different business. This is why successful operators often care more about geographic clusters than individual placements. One isolated high-performing machine may look attractive, but if it sits 40 miles away, the route can quietly eat the profit. A slightly lower-selling machine beside 3 existing accounts may be more valuable because it improves the economics of the entire route. The next problem is inventory. Every item inside, every machine is cash that has already left your bank account. A vending machine with 40 selections may hold hundreds of individual products. Multiply that across 50 machines, and you are managing thousands of small inventory positions. Some products sell quickly. Some sit for weeks. Some melt. Some go stale. Some are crushed by the delivery mechanism. Some are stolen from storage before they ever reach a machine, and product performance is local. A drink that sells out in a warehouse may barely move in a fitness center. A premium protein bar might work in a luxury apartment building but expire in a school staff room. A spicy snack may dominate one factory and fail in another building 5 minutes away. You cannot choose inventory based only on what you personally like. The machine has to learn the customer. Modern telemetry makes this easier. Connected machines can report sales, inventory levels, cash status, and faults remotely. Instead of opening every machine just to discover what is missing, an operator can prepare the exact products needed before leaving the warehouse. This is one of the biggest differences between a hobby route and a scalable route. But software does not remove the work. It changes the work. Now you need accurate product mapping, clean data, reliable card readers, inventory discipline, and employees who restock the correct slot with the correct item. If a driver puts a $2 drink into a slot programmed at $3, customers complain. If a product is loaded behind the wrong selection, the machine may deliver something different from what the customer chose. At scale, small errors repeat hundreds of times. Cashless payments have changed the economics of the business in another important way. Most customers no longer expect to carry exact change. Contactless cards and mobile wallets are becoming the default, and recent payment data shows that the overwhelming majority of cashless vending purchases are now contactless. For the operator, cashless payment usually increases convenience and can increase spending, but it also creates recurring fees and dependency. If the reader loses connectivity, the machine may still be full of products while customers see it as unavailable. If the payment provider has a problem, dozens of machines can lose sales at once. The machine may be physically working, but economically switched off. Cash creates a different set of problems. Bills jam, coin mechanisms fail, change tubes run empty. Cash has to be collected, counted, secured, deposited, and reconciled. A machine showing $1,000 in recorded cash sales does not help if the cash box contains less than the system says it should. Vending theft is not always someone breaking the glass. It can be a customer shaking the machine. It can be a damaged lock. It can be an employee removing cash or products from 10 machines in amounts small enough to avoid immediate attention. It can be refund fraud. It can be inventory disappearing from the warehouse. The losses may look minor per machine, but a 2% inventory leak across a large route can erase a meaningful part of annual profit. Maintenance is where the passive income story usually collapses completely. A machine does not care that it is Sunday night. A refrigeration unit can fail while the machine is full of drinks and fresh food. A payment reader can freeze during the busiest shift. A spiral motor can stop turning. A bill validator can reject every note. A product can hang between the shelf and the delivery bin, creating an angry customer who now wants a refund. The direct repair cost may be manageable. The lost trust is harder to measure. A person who loses $3 to a machine does not think of it as a minor technical. 100 machines mean more inventory, more vehicles, more employees, more debt, more card readers, more location contracts, and more things that can fail on the same day. If the business expands by purchasing machines before proving demand, debt payments can grow faster than cash flow. If the company wins a large account and spends heavily on equipment, then loses the account at renewal. Dozens of machines may suddenly need new homes. A vending machine without a location is not producing inventory. It is storing depreciation. Now consider the realistic economics of one strong combo machine. Assume the machine produces $1,200 a month in gross sales. Product cost consumes roughly 45%, leaving $660. The location receives 12% of gross sales, removing $144. Payment and software costs take another $70. Add an allocation for fuel, servicing, spoilage, refunds, maintenance, insurance, and storage. You may be left with something in the range of $250 to $350 a month before debt payments and before paying for the owner's labor. That can be a good machine, but it is not financial freedom. 10 machines performing at that level might produce $3,000 a month before financing and owner compensation. 50 machines might create a real operating company, but only if they can be serviced efficiently and only if the average location remains strong. Now, run the weak version. The same machine produces $400 a month. Product cost still takes a large share. The location commission still applies. Payment fees still apply. The machine still needs visits. It still breaks. It still occupies space in a vehicle and warehouse system. After the actual cost of service, the machine may produce almost nothing. This creates a strange reality. Adding more machines can make a vending business worse. If every new location is weak, each machine adds revenue but also adds route time, inventory complexity, repair risk, and capital requirements. The owner feels growth because sales rise. The bank account feels pressure because free cash falls. The most valuable skill in vending is not finding machines. It is refusing bad locations. A good operator tracks sales per machine, sales per visit, gross margin by product, spoilage, payment fees, commission, route minutes, and service calls. A bad operator looks only at cash collected and calls the difference profit. The industry itself is also changing. Traditional vending remains enormous, but micro-markets and smart stores are growing because they allow wider product selection, larger baskets, and a more retail-like experience. Instead of pressing a code and receiving one item, customers can pick up several products and check out at a kiosk or through a smart system. The average transaction is higher. The product range can include fresh meals, salads, household items, and premium drinks. That gives the operator more ways to serve the location and more ways to earn. But open shelves introduce shrinkage. Fresh food introduces spoilage. Smart coolers introduce cameras, sensors, software, and new technology costs. The format changes, but the rule remains the same. Convenience creates the revenue, and operational discipline decides who keeps it. So can you build a vending machine empire? Yes. But the empire is not built by placing random machines in random buildings and waiting for cash. It is built by controlling dozens of details that customers never see. It is built by choosing locations where convenience is genuinely scarce. By clustering those locations into efficient routes. By stocking what each group of customers actually buys. By using data to reduce unnecessary visits. By maintaining machines before small faults become lost accounts. By negotiating commissions based on actual economics. By pricing products high enough to absorb fees without driving customers away, and by knowing when a machine should be moved instead of emotionally defending a bad location. The machine is the visible part. The rote is the business. That is the mistake behind most passive income promises. They focus on the box because the box is easy to photograph. The real value is invisible. The location contract, the customer traffic, the purchasing relationships. The route density, the data, and the operating system that keeps every machine full and working. A vending machine can sell while you sleep, but someone still has to make sure it is ready before you go to bed. And the operators who become wealthy are not the ones who own the most machines. They are the ones who own the best network of locations, connected by the most efficient system with the least wasted time between every $2 sale.